Hey everyone, welcome back to the Waliberali Show. My name is Leon King and I am joined by amazing people, namely Ofense,
Shabzin,
Kamu,
Liungo,
and thank you so.
Today's topic is
feminism,
reverse.
Feminism.
Great.
Yeah.
there'll be questions raised such as does toxic femininity exist?
I don't think there's toxic femininity. There's just feminism and feminine.
Okay.
I need to know the difference, bro.
I'd like to start us off by asking a question. Who of you here are feminists? Believe that you guys are feminists?
I think to a certain extent I like to push women. Yeah, like I want to push the agenda of
Empower all women, but not all of them, because some of them beat down.
Some people are radical.
Yes or no? Are you guys feminists?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Just yes or no.
Yes.
You?
Yeah.
Oh no. And you?
You're not a feminist.
And then you? You're not a feminist. Whoa.
She said feministic.
You're not a feminist.
And you? Are you a feminist now?
Huh?
Are you a feminist? For real though? Yeah. Are you a feminist?
Think carefully.
Can I decide at the end? Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
can
say
change your
yes.
mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
say
great.
yes.
Great, right.
Why don't you ask every other guy? Why are you
Yeah.
asking the girls? Ask the guys as well.
I already know they're not.
But ask them. The people don't know.
I'm not a feminist.
I'm not a feminist.
Thank you.
Are you a
Tamu, are
feminist?
you a feminist?
No.
Okay.
But I'll say what parts of feminism I agree with.
No,
But
are you feminist?
Nah.
He said no. No, feminist.
those who are feminists, please define feminist or feminism. Since you guys, you can't be believing something you don't know, right? As I always say. So you should be able to define. So, feminist
me.
definition.
Feminist or feminism?
Feminism.
Same shit.
For me, feminism, just basically, my basic understanding, I think it's just wanting what's best for women. You know? Yeah, like being able to do things that men can do and what we couldn't do back then. That's what I think feminism is.
Okay.
And for me, no. For me, well, it's based
Kind
on
of
the same
same,
thing.
yeah.
But like for me, feminism is basically being able to retrieve the rights that were taken away from us and basically leveling ourselves with men, because obviously, as we know, men have been put at a high standard. So leveling ourselves with men, from what I understand, and just having like equal rights, for example, equal pay for equal job type of thing. So just being,
Yeah. Can I, since I guess I'm a female, but I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, but I think the reason why I'd say that is because based on what you guys have said, it's basically all about being on the same level with men, right? And I think, Uguti, we can't always, like with everything, we can't always be on the same level as men.
I think there are certain things that as a feminist you must understand that you cannot be at the same level, and that's the same way as a man will never understand that never be at the same level with certain things when it comes to women. So I think it's just those dumb things that people are like, only a man can do this. For example, simple example, how there are more male CEOs than women, and how if I was a CEO and the company next to me, the guy was also CEO, but he gets paid 50,000 rand and I get paid 20 or 30, even though we do the exact same job.
It's just that in differences, the tiny little
that make a
differences.
Because I'd like to believe, Uguti, also based on like the previous episode, that emotionally we are not the same, maturity. So I think maybe those are the things that make me think or say I'm not a feminist.
Okay.
For me, I think there's this generation has changed the meaning of feminism.
Yeah.
Because back then, feminism was more about like not like to not disregard women and to not undermine like
Their capabilities.
yeah, exactly. Like we need to we need to understand that their voices matter and they're allowed to voice their opinions. But in this day and age, it seems like they're making it more of a competition thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's more of like a why can men do this but women can't type of thing. And we need to understand that men and women, we are different. We excel at different things. Physically, emotionally also. We excel at different things. I will be better at this job because I handle certain things better than you do. And I don't like also that feminists, they're all about equality, but only when it suits them. Once again, it's all about equality when it suits you. Because for me, when I think of feminism, I think of Marxism.
What's that?
Marxism is when you're like basically trying to create like a common ground.
Okay.
That's what Marxism.
Common.
It's like it's because
benefits other people.
the term was coined when like it was like they were trying to convert like capitalism to communism.
Yeah.
So it's based. That's what Marxism is. We're trying to make everyone.
Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like as humans, we just need to understand. I feel like
different.
the biggest flop with humans is that we all really fail to understand that we are not the same. We are not the same. I can do this better because I'm a man, and that's just the
how
fact.
it is, yeah.
Okay. Understandable.
I think. Do we all know where feminism originates from, or on what basis was it formed on?
Wasn't it based on human rights? Like the original like foundation was like, okay, human rights. That's what we're starting on because
was reading.
Okay.
When I was reading,
I'll explain my definition now.
There were different like levels of like feminism. Like it depended. Like I know from like the 1960s to the 1980s, feminism was more focused on this, and then now it seems like feminism is now focused on like empowering women.
it's mostly social. It's social issues now.
Yeah.
Like now, like
Yeah.
the 21st century,
Yeah.
it's mostly like social issues. So yeah, that's
The real origin was basically founded on the basis of trying to. So the taxpayers sat down. They were like, okay, sharp. Or the tax receivers, which is basically the government, and people who basically control the world, were like, okay, sharp. Yes, we're getting a certain amount of money yearly, right? And if we sort of added women to the same conditions or getting them to work, that means double pay. That means double taxpayers. So that's really the origin of feminism was like, okay, sharp. Let's empower women by sort of giving them jobs or letting them, sort of be independent. So the tax amount or the amount of people paying tax would increase. And it's also, we can't really talk about one thing without other things being interrupted. So as soon as you sort of empower women, and I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, but as soon as you start empowering women and telling them to sort of go work for themselves, that sort of jeopardizes the family structure, right? The women are not there available that much. That means the kids get taught by the same people. And there's not much there's not other people's scalar. Not the family. So it really affects everything in a whole. But I just think feminism is just right now it's just being used totally wrong, and they don't really understand the actual core of the concept. But I just think
Do you think it's too radical?
Yeah, what you think?
I don't know what radical means, first of all.
Like, do you think it's pushed too much?
It's way too pushed, and I think like I was saying that it's very, although it's very easy right now for men to exercise their thing, it's sort of hard. It's like I'm basically contradicting myself, but it's quite hard to sort of get into your gender roles because females are there. Like if, for example, obviously my role is to sort of provide. And if, for example, I meet a person and I'd be like, okay, sharp, dude, you don't really have to work. I can work. I will definitely bring more money. It's sort of, it makes it seem like, okay, sharp, no, I think I'm better than you and I want to take control, which is not really the case. So I think feminism just, it's just being used incorrectly right now. I think from the start, the whole intention of it was just very, very incorrect. It's just that, it has other
Which
If-
intention? The double
the
payment.
double payment thing, and also correlates with the family structure, because it does affect. If you guys are working for yourselves, it jeopardizes the whole family structure. But yeah,
I think I would like to say the only part of feminism, that I agree with is that is the part where if it's the same job, then they should get paid equally, right?
I agree with that too.
That one I really truly do believe with.
It shouldn't even be debated.
The core reason why I say that is because nobody can deny this, but there's so many deadbeat dads that if a mother isn't gonna get enough money as another guy, how are they expected to raise their kids
So
with the same? Yeah.
can we bring in the example, a local example? You guys must have like heard about it. The Bayana South African squad. Wasn't there like a whole debate whether or
they're not
not
getting
they should
paid
be?
that much.
Yeah.
I
And they're not
think,
even getting that much recognition because they've like won the whole thing.
yeah, no, I agree, but I agree, and I'm not, like I said, don't get me wrong, right? But I just think the more attention a sport has, the more money it has. It's just,
For me, it's a thing of like,
I'm not saying we don't like women's soccer, but it just doesn't have that much eyes.
Why do
There's
you
not
think
much.
don't you think that's the reason why? It's not
Exactly. So you can't really put that. That's no one's fault. I think the marketing of it isn't pushed enough.
Not the market.
Why not is because I think if they really were to push, because I mean they did work, they won the AFCON, isn't it?
Yeah, they did.
They won the AFCON Shapfere credit, which is amazing, really amazing. Something that Bafana haven't done in a while. Was it AFCON?
they didn't even qualify.
They didn't even qualify, right? But it's because that when they play, we don't watch. We don't watch. Even the people who literally fight for, why aren't you guys paying them the same? They also don't watch the sport
Can I
themselves.
just interject? Is it televised on like the big
It was
broadcasting?
televised. Every sport.
Was it? Tangantiro, was it?
Sport.
Was AFCON the girl one? Was it on Supersport?
Okay, let's just be honest, guys. Like, let me not.
Okay, I'll say personally, for me, when it comes to sports, for me, male sports is more entertaining.
Yeah, that's what's the.
And I'm not gonna beat around the bush and act like it's not, because it is.
That's
Is
why.
it because it's more physical? Is it because
Yeah.
it's more gritty?
Yeah, like there's more action. You watch.
Soccer, women disc, it's so
you
slow.
try watch a full female basketball game. Tell me you won't fall asleep. Tell me you won't fall asleep. They're there shooting from paint, laying up. You watch a male basketball game and it's heated.
It's intense.
If females are not pushing the sport themselves, why are men being blamed for that? If
we
women are not pushing the sport themselves,
do we have the platform to do that?
You guys have the exact same. In fact, you guys have more power.
No. Bullshit. Bullshit. How?
Oh. First of all, I agree when you guys say that we do have the platforms. They gave us the NBA Women's League. They gave us... we don't have a
Even the streaming
PSL League.
Eh?
Women. Do we have a PSL Women's League? That is televised. I know about the what... Is it televised?
Televised, no.
you
Okay.
can't.
Do we watch? Is there... I know that the Premier League has a women's league, right? Is it televised?
You guys need to understand that
No.
it's not
I
free
know
to
the
televise
French.
things.
You see, that's what I'm saying. Why televise to people that are not gonna watch?
You can't televise things for free. If there's no reason to televise, you can't just televise it just because you can.
That's why we're asking. We're asking. What are we asking?
If the equal pay, yeah, no, I remember. Is it okay for women to get paid less than men because they did this? I mean, they won the AFCON tonight.
So yeah, is it fair now for us to not get paid the same? Because
As if
I think what she's trying to say. I think what she's trying to say is, how do we expect them to gain the same traction if
Yeah.
those leagues aren't as
thank you.
televised? I think
They're not even advertised. That's my thing.
Yeah,
true.
thank
That's
you,
true.
man.
That's
So how are we supposed to know?
I'll be like this. That's in you.
But I feel like you guys, if you truly, really cared, you would go and search it yourself. You would go and put it on.
How would I know what to search if I don't know if it even exists?
True.
Does the Women's League exist? Step one, done. Now it exists.
You guys making me sound dumb right
Where's
now.
the
That's the
televised?
thing. You're making me sound stupid.
No, but okay, I'm not.
No, okay, can I finish what I was saying? You're making me sound stupid. What I'm saying is, a lot of men's sports is advertised, you know? So how am I supposed to know that there's a women's league, there's this and this and this? How am I supposed to know that even exists? I understand you're like, okay, Google it. But then like,
But just the proof to show that it's not necessarily about women getting paid less in the sports industry, at least, is that in tennis, literally the woman and the men, like the really isn't a pay gap at all.
That's crazy.
No, that's because no. What I'm saying is that's because it's televised. So what I'm saying is the tension exactly the same. So if the tension was exactly the same with the woman, it wouldn't necessarily be a problem. So it's not
Attention.
Oh,
the attention. Sorry, what did I?
You said tension.
Oh, my bad. The attention, yeah. So if they got the same amount of attention, they would literally be getting paid the same. So it's not.
So it's all about attention
Yeah.
for these sports that
For me,
a woman.
I feel like people
women
forget that this money has to come from somewhere.
where
It's like
where do we
if-
get it
it's like-
from?
it's like if
nobody wants to give us
if
an
nobody
opportunity to
wants
get it.
if nobody wants to watch female soccer, then nobody wants to watch female soccer. You can't force people to like it.
okay, now we're just talking about sports. Can we just go back to feminism?
Okay.
Well, I think that feminism right now, like as much as it is pushing, or it is trying to, which I really don't think they are right now, but they are trying to empower women and stuff.
Yeah.
It's gotten to a point where it's like they're attacking us men.
We have no roles to play because you guys
But
already.
And like
Guys,
when
can we
it
just
comes
think
to this
about where we come
empowerment
from,
thing,
though? Can we just think about where we come from? We come from a society where women weren't even allowed to vote. Women couldn't go to school, get educated, just better themselves as people.
You know,
And when we're finally given that opportunity, yes, okay, in some instances it is taken too far. But when we finally get that opportunity, it's like it's like taboo.
like okay, I personally think, right, like you said, if you look back in the society, I just personally think the state of the society then was a lot better than it is now. And if I say that, I'm not saying no, feminism is incorrect and shit. I'm just saying life was better then when these particular things weren't there. I'm not saying we should remove them now, but that's just my analysis.
Do you think if nobody had stepped up, for women's rights, do you think we'd be where we are today, where my mom can sustain her kids by herself?
But I think your dad would be at a point where your dad can sustain the whole family.
No, but she's just saying, we're not talking about the dad, we're talking about the mom. If somebody didn't step up, do you think that there'll be like an opportunity for a mom to be like, it's okay, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it? Because what if her dad like loses his job or something like that? Now because of the whole mindset, if it carried on until now, they would be like, okay, your dad lost your job, okay, now you guys are homeless, okay, now you guys can't go to school, okay, you guys can't eat.
I get that.
But now,
Sorry, no,
You done?
yeah, I'm done.
For me, the problem comes in where women start now. They're like, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna be independent.
Yeah,
I don't need a man.
yeah.
What's this thing?
Why is that a problem though?
Yeah,
why is that
why is it
It's not. It's not.
Oh, you're talking about I don't need men. Hey. You're using the same things that were created by men. The same buildings that you sleep at were built by men. The same. Guys, nothing wrong, guys. I'm not saying, bro. Behind a powerful
You
man.
said like
Listen,
we owe
listen.
it to you guys
I'm not-
to be with
You
you.
guys are kidding. See, this is exactly feminism, guys. This is exactly what feminism is.
Can
Me
you
stating
try
the
and
reality.
understand where I'm
Listen,
coming
stating
from?
the reality.
Especially the
Listen.
way you're stating it.
Okay,
You're like
I'm a lot more.
you living in houses that men
You
built.
sound entitled.
Guys,
You sound very entitled. The way you say
okay, wait. Let's retract. Wait. Let's retract my way of speaking. Let's just get to the actual content of what I'm saying. That men, majority of the men are the ones that created all these things that we use daily in our daily lives. So if you say that you don't need men, that's like saying we don't need you guys, but you gave birth of us. In what way can you say that? What makes you right to say you don't need us? Like, It makes zero sense.
Okay, the I don't need men thing, I really don't have an opinion on that, right? Because I feel like I do believe that.
You guys need us and we need y'all.
Can
There's
you
nothing wrong
relax?
with
Can you
that,
let
bruv.
her finish? Thank you.
It's not feminism. This is the core problem.
I wasn't even done. Oh my gosh.
It's that simple.
I do believe that this idea of I don't need a man, right? For me,
It's nonsense.
Can you let her finish?
Yo,
Fucking hell, bro. Yeah.
I feel like I don't have an opinion on it because I do believe that the reason why we have men and women is to procreate.
Yin and yang.
Yeah. Okay.
okay.
Procreate. Nah.
So that's all. Is that what you
Just to procreate and just in the interdependency, you know. So
And I also don't understand this thing of when a man says no, I'm working, you don't have to work. It's like women see it as an attack. Like
an attack, like-
they see it as no, I can work for myself. Like I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying I know you can work for yourself. I know you can provide yourself. But me, I want to take care of you.
you know,
I want you to live soft. I don't need.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be stressing over working for another man.
Exactly.
Okay, can I like chip in on that? I think for some women, like if a guy's like, no, you don't have
we were talking about that concept of I don't need a man, nah.
Yeah.
And guys, what if it comes from the fact that many girls have been broken by their dads, you know,
or like
and have
male
seen their
figures in
moms,
their
yes,
lives, yeah.
and have seen their moms like thug it out, you know, and how successful they've become alone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh well, I can also say the same thing as like women. Okay, what can I pinpoint right now that women like doing this feminist thing? No, everyone is just. I'm not to be rude, but hoeing around. That means I can also say that I don't need women because of that. That's what I'm saying. That's a very wrong mentality to try judge a whole gender based on the few assholes.
But it's
The
difficult
few
not to
dorks.
at the same
And
time.
that's another thing with feminism. This thing of now feminism, so now we must encourage girls to go and shake their booties in the club, to own their bodies.
Own their
and all that
body.
stuff. Like, what's up with that? though?
Wear your short dress. You deserve not to be raped. You deserve not to be. Listen. No. Hold up.
take it
Let me say. Okay. Let me say it properly. Let me say it properly. That I think that they're also saying that no, you're allowed to wear your short dress. You're allowed to wear your crop top. I don't know, whatever. Nah? And then they say that yeah, you deserve not to be sexualized by men, right? Sharp, fair. I get the whole. Wear what you want to, wear whatever you feel. If that's what expresses you, sharp. But you also got to remember that the things that they wear is literally how that's my initial judgment of you. So if you showing me marajo, it's like, oh, so she's about that.
Can I?
And then if somebody
And guys, let's be
Can I-
honest. That's how it is.
Wait,
Take
can I
personal
say something?
accountability,
Can I
guys.
say something?
Take personal
Can I
accountability.
say something?
like that, but
Can I say
you're not
something?
wearing a bum short that's riding up your ass. Though.
say something?
You're not wearing.
Can I say something? So, rape is not something that just started now. It originated back then. Women used to wear this 3 skirts and then a long shirt as well. Wait, I'm not done. Women still used to get raped there. How do you explain a kid who's 3 months
You're not wearing a bum short.
getting raped, getting sexualized?
I'm not
Guys,
going
we're
there.
not justifying
Can I
rape.
finish what I'm saying?
Why are you 23 years old now?
Can you like stop like
Then why are you
talking?
putting 3-year-olds
Can you
though?
stop talking over me? Thank you. As I was saying, from what I'm getting, from what he said, this is how I interpreted it, is that because you wore this, how can you expect me not to judge you or like interpret you as that type of a person? That makes absolutely no sense.
Why not?
Why not?
Because why should what I wear determine who
Also,
I am?
where-
Can I finish talking? Why should what I wear determine who I am? Just because I'm wearing a bum short doesn't mean that, oh, I'm a hoe. So basically, you're trying to say as well that
And you
just
know what's
because,
crazy, dude?
just because
Arabra Gucci when they like us.
Wait, let her finish.
we can carry on.
We need personal
You
accountability.
can
Wait.
carry
No,
on.
yo,
You can carry on.
Borderline
Because
saying that-
Emma,
borderline saying that outfits cause rape.
No, she can carry on. It's okay. I'm done.
She's done.
I also want to
My
say
chat-
you guys can't say it's summer, it's hot, Mara. You don't have to show marahu though. It's summer, it's
My
hot.
chat-
But why do you have to show?
Okay.
My
You
chat
have
is
to,
my chat
really?
is you can't say that the clothes isn't gonna be something where I'm not gonna judge you by it, because if that is the fact, you can show up to work in your casual clothes and be
That's
normal.
a totally different
It's
thing.
not. It's not. It's literally that. If I'm wearing a formal suit, it shows that I'm serious about something. It shows that there is something that. So if you're gonna wear, what's this?
Can I ask-
Something that's like riding up your ass. It's like,
that means I'm not
how?
serious.
No,
Can I
man.
ask-
It's
Do
Emanya.
outfits, wait,
How do you
wait,
expect me not
wait,
to
okay.
sexualize you?
Let Neo finish also.
Do outfits? Are you guys saying that outfits
Make a
lead
per-
up to rape?
No, I'm
Okay,
not saying
not
that.
lead
I'm
up to
just saying
rape,
that.
but
That's what it
but
sounds
but
like.
I'm saying it's a first impression.
the first impression. If I came today and I wore like a hobo, you saying
Okay.
that you associating me with a hobo, there's nothing wrong with that.
We can't deny that.
We're not just to justify
we
rape,
can't
guys.
deny
Relax.
that the type of clothes you wear.
It sort of
There-
resembles you, like it.
It's a first impression.
It's a first impression.
It's a first
I
impression.
would say they give away your social standing, your social, like your
But
social
that is exactly the
your
same
social
thing.
positioning.
What
in
it says
life.
is saying the same thing.
No.
You just say
You
you
just-
just think it shows your social.
You brought in Gucci, bro. That's a different
It's
thing.
clothing. My point is that clothing it gives a first impression. Whatever you wear, listen, whatever you wear has an effect on how people are gonna look at you. Whether you wear Gucci, whether you wear bum shorts, whether you wear see-through things, it still has an effect on what people are gonna call you.
So what are you guys saying about bum shorts? Let me
What
just
I'm
try
saying,
understand
what
that.
I'm saying is, I get it. The feminism or whatever the feminists, they saying that no, wear your
Bum
your
shorts
bum shorts,
freely.
wear them freely, sharp, fair, cool. Yeah, you
So-
don't deserve to be. Oh, what's this? You shouldn't be sexualized by other men by you wearing these clothes. You can just wear them just because. You shouldn't be sexualized. And it's like, how do you expect that when literally you are wearing
Sexually
something that if another girl were to see you, they'll be like, girl, you're looking sexy. What does that mean? Sexy.
personal accountability. You guys need to
I
take
don't know.
personal
To be honest,
accountability, bro.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
cut myself out of this because I don't know what you guys are.
What I'm saying, Ish. Am I not making sense?
Okay, what
I
Neo?
don't
Let me
know.
try.
I
Yeah,
don't
let me
know.
try to explain.
Neo, so what Neo's trying to say, right, is that like you know how girls they go out and then they're wearing maybe revealing clothes, like showing a lot of cleavage or
Okay.
like very short skirts, stuff like
Okay.
that, and like feminists are always saying, girls, you're supposed to be
Liberated like that.
yeah, you're supposed to be able to do that.
Feel empowered
without-
to do that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to do that without getting sexualized by men. You shouldn't be having a sexual comments.
So you guys are arguing the expectations of not being sexualized, of not sexualizing women that wear.
Now I was trying to say that. How do you expect men to not sexualize you?
Or everyone.
When-
Let's also say men. Let's also
Yeah.
say men. Because you guys also say, no, you look sexy, whatever.
Yeah.
How do you expect
When you're wearing revealing
other
clothes,
people
Also,
not
that's what you guys
to?
are-
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. Do you guys have any thoughts?
I have no thoughts.
So what are your guys' thoughts on like women wearing like revealing clothes, like
Do it.
like
Wear your short clothes.
and then is it wrong
To get
for them to get attention or sexual comments towards it? Is that wrong?
I also think it depends on how you carry yourself whilst you're wearing like that short skirt or whatever, right? Because you could wear a bum short and then throwing it back, you're doing. But you find women who actually look declaring. I don't want to call it alpha what, but they
Look respectable.
Yeah, in that short outfit, you know what I mean.
Okay.
So
But then, see, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. There's like, because even at school, I've seen like there's some girls they wear like bum shorts, but they're like here, like you can see. Oh, this one's wearing it because it's a hot day today. Cool. But then there's bum shorts that you
not
wear
some around.
specifically. You're wearing it for it. You're wearing it to show.
To show
off.
your
but they're
ass.
in the shops, so no, I shouldn't buy them because you guys will sexualize me.
No. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when you do get sexualized, I don't think there should be this big like surprise. Like why should
Why
we
am I being
sexualize?
sexualized?
Because
So we should.
I'm not saying you should
Guys,
expect.
we're not trying to
it, but
justify-
I'm not.
Like,
but
should
I'm
we
just
give
saying-
you guys leeway to
No,
not about
sexualize
giving
us?
us
no,
leeway.
don't
I
give.
don't
I'm not.
know.
No,
It's not
don't
about
give us leeway.
us.
But don't now act surprised when.
Or act
you
naive
get-
to the fact that
Yeah,
you will get
happen,
such
yeah.
comments, or you will come across people who think of you in that certain
And
way because of what they've seen.
What I can guarantee, when you go and buy those clothes and thing, your intention is to show that. There's no way.
Because I have a banging body,
I
so
agree with you guys.
Boni, sage.
I mean, like, okay, wait. Let's go to let's go back to religion. Do Muslim women do that? There's got no. It's an example. It's an example to why they don't sexualize themselves because they don't.
That's a lie. Muslim women are sexualized even in what they're wearing. Even if they're just showing their eyes, they are sexualized. I have Muslim friends who even say they are sexualized even when they're wearing their full attire.
How?
Men just are able to sexualize. Even women, they're just able to sexualize. How am I supposed to know that? I don't sexualize people like that. No, so I don't know. I don't know how. But then it's just a thing of like, hey girl, how you doing? And then they could even touch you. It doesn't. Your clothes don't give anyone the path to sexualize you. It doesn't. That's not an excuse. Just because.
Not an excuse. You're right.
Just because I'm wearing shorts, just because I'm wearing a crop top, doesn't mean I have to be like, oh yeah, I'm allowing you guys to sexualize me. No, I understand. And it all goes back to wearing something comes with responsibility. And my responsibility is ignoring all of you. I'm not saying, oh, I'm going to be completely naive to the fact that I'm being sexualized. I'm not saying that.
Aware.
But then again, I'm still saying I'm not giving you guys the allowance to sexualize me.
Like I said, it's the way you carry yourself whilst you're wearing.
Even if I'm twerking in the club, even if I'm walking, as she said, it still doesn't give you guys the right to sexualize me. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you can't say, oh, would you blame? No, I'm not saying.
No, guys, we're not saying like.
So we must expect it.
No, we're
going
not
around
saying
in circles
expect
now.
it. We're saying don't be surprised
Don't be
it's gonna happen.
surprised,
If it does happen, we're not saying it's always gonna happen. Don't be surprised that it's gonna happen.
So
when it does happen, I mean.
who's the problem?
What's your point?
Who's the problem?
What's your point?
My point is, you guys are saying that wear your revealing clothing and don't be sexualized, and yet you are
Who's
wearing.
the problem?
I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying
It is a problem.
don't say that they shouldn't expect not to be sexualized or something. Like, tell them that wear your revealing clothes, be empowered, but know that when this happens, this is how you should handle it, and this is how you should.
And
feel
especially
empowered.
considering the day and age right now, people can't control themselves. So if I'm not saying you guys should go get out your way to like, you see, like, you guys need to consider these things that we're in reality right now. That
You have to understand that the world we live in today, it is what it is. If you go out wearing certain things, men will behave a certain way. Is it right?
No, it's not. But it is the reality.
But it will happen.
It is reality.
It can happen. Not that it will. It can happen.
Okay.
Can I
I'll give you that one.
Can I contradict myself for So now I'm gonna speak from a parent's point of view. Like, I'm putting myself in my mom's shoes, right? If I were to go out, say to my to buy bread, right, and then I walk out wearing like
Shorts.
Things you sleep with, for example.
no like shorts,
Something small.
Like boxers and like shorts.
Actually, this one time she was like, go buy isinkwa, and I was wearing like jeans, but like they were really tight. And then she was like to me, but you can't go out like that, at least wear something. And I understood, because that area that we stay in, the people,
Banjal.
so if from a parental viewpoint, then I'd say you guys have a point in a way, but
Doesn't make it right.
I can't limit
it doesn't make it
myself
right.
now.
Yeah,
I can't
that's
limit
not what you're
myself.
saying,
I just feel like there's so many limitations. Like, it's just.
Like, I'll take, for example, my mom is not the type of person to be like, oh, you can't wear that, or you can't wear that. I mean, obviously, there are certain areas that you know that you can't, but my mom encourages, she's like, you're still young. Wear those
whatever you
shorts,
want,
wear that crop top, it's all fine.
Yeah.
But then now I can't limit myself because I know
there's guys
that the Paul from next door is going to look at me and be like, hey, baby girl.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
no, we agree.
So I'm just saying that just because I'm wearing revealing clothes.
Okay, with that, you're still young, cat. What do you have to say about women who are like in their late 20s and they're doing it? Women who are in their 30s and 40s.
I have nothing to say about that. I'm talking about personal experience.
Is it okay? Do you feel like, do you think personally
That
it's
still
okay
applies.
for those women to carry themselves like that?
I know a lot
You
of
think
people
that's
say.
okay?
I know a lot of people say that, like grown women with like children and husbands should present themselves a particular way, right? And maybe a part of that is slightly true, you know. Okay, it's
I mean,
true.
I understand that as a mom, as a wife as well. Yeah. You can't dress up like me. Yeah. And it's vice versa. Yeah. So I understand that. But as well, if you're in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, you can dress up in a revealing way for people in your age group. You can't dress up as
a 20-year-old
or a 19-year-old. If you're 30,
do it
your way. The way 40-year-olds do it.
I think we've came to a conclusion that, you know, clothing in itself does give you an impression or does have an effect on how people view you. And it's a first impression. And we need to acknowledge that too.
For women only.
Not for women only. Us also. Like, I give you an example that if I came dressed like a hobo, you guys wouldn't necessarily take me serious.
Maybe I'm thinking about it, like if...
You guys are trying to think we're justifying this sexual thing. We're not trying to do that.
Okay, but can I just... Continue. I don't think if a guy had to come in like shorts or something, a girl would be like, whore. Oh my gosh.
Whore.
See, what you understand is girls don't look at a guy's
legs like that. Like
oh, it's a sexual attraction to the physical features of a woman.
So if you were to come along wearing in a tight ass shirt where you see his pecs, you'd be like,
give me some of that.
Same concept. And
same concept.
I'd be like, why are you BB showing? Why are you BB showing? No.
Yeah, but like it's something that you guys kind of find attractive. Or if he's wearing like
why have people
tight around his arms?
Sexualized grey sweats?
Because it shows your dick
I'll tell you
print.
why. Because it shows the bulge.
Of your dick print.
Yeah.
Literally
The bulge.
Anyway, as we were saying, are we wrapping up or
But yeah, that's those.
You don't believe in feminism. You're unsure.
Yeah.
Feminism doesn't exist.
I like how you took the decision for me. But okay.
I mean, well, it's true because you didn't even debate.
All right.
I don't believe in feminism and
IGK. Thank you for actually asking me. I appreciate that. No, don't just because now it's club. But thank you.
Yeah. So
I'm emotional.
I never said that.
I heard you.
I never said that.
I heard you.
What did I say?
I heard you.
What did I say?
guys,
What I say?
We can wrap it up.
This seems really unusual.
Oh.
do we have a question?
No, Mike, no, come on, no. So what is it?
Do we have a question?
Do you guys think feminism exists?
And you guys think that? Yes, should exist. And you guys think that clothes make a first impression?
Yeah. In a way they do, but okay.
I'll throw you in this fucking pool with little
Bro,
I promise
oh my gosh.
bro.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It was a great time to have you guys. Thank you guys. Come back, subscribe, share,
Comment.
like, call. No, I'm kidding. But
DM if you want.
Guys, the social medias are down there. Guys, talk to
Why are
us.
you
We
staring
talk
at the
back.
people?
Follow. That's the only way we're gonna grow.
Down there.
I don't know why. But
Okay, bye.
thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.